Hello, everybody, and welcome to Find Out Productions with another session of Deadly Crescendo. I am one of your big shots, Eli, they, them pronouns, and I am playing Sundance Kid, also they, them. And I'm going to pass it on to the first of our four bounty hunters. It is going to be Katrina.
Hi everyone, I'm Katrina. My pronouns are she and they, and I'm playing Lorena Pike, whose pronouns are she and her. And then we're passing that on to Tony.
Hi everybody, it's Tony, he, they, and I'm going to be playing, it'll come to Aristotle, you. They're they, them. And on to Garnet.
Hi everyone, I'm Garnet. I am playing Uma Damasi, pronoun she, they, and I will pass it on to Insha.
Hi, I'm Insha. I will be playing that also happened to me. Wow, okay. Dean Stockwell. Yep. We both use she, they pronouns. And then last but not least, Dusty.
Hello, I'm Dusty. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Cassandra, but she uses she, they pronouns, one of our other big shots. And yeah, having a bad time, probably. Not as bad as maybe our bounty hunters. But what do you think, Eli? What's happening right now inside, what's the ship called again?
Oh, yes. The Crescendo. But actually, before we figure out what's going on, I would like for all of my bounty hunters to roll their D6 to see how much rhythm they're getting in this thing. And if you get a 6, let us know, because you will get to pick the approach and the title. We got a 4. So Katrina, go ahead and write that. You have 4 rhythm to use at your disposal.
Rhythm, we find out, important.
Hey, and as a reminder to the audience, not only have none of us have played this game before, so we're all learning the system as we go. So one, shout out in the comments what we did wrong, or 2, get on board. I don't know what to tell you.
Play the game. Hey, game good.
Let's have fun.
But yeah, was there any 6s across the board?
No, I got it too.
Yeah. All right. Well, definitely, like Eli said, mark down the rhythm. But I guess that means, again, we choose the genre and the title.
Okay.
So we had jazz and rock so far. What do you think this session, as everyone's licking their wounds, should be?
Oh, let's see. What's a good tango, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not tango.
Hey, what about blues?
Blues. Blues is better.
Blues
is better.
So it's going to be a blues session, meaning anyone rolling with blues, you're going to always add 1 additional dice. And let's see, episode title. Last time you chose metal for the music genre. What if we choose, let's see, titles are always like Make the Show, Cowboy Bebop, music genre, and noun. I think I want to do bluegrass.
Ooh, yeah. Bluegrass. Okay. Bluegrass. Ooh, what about bluegrass sunrise?
Ooh, bluegrass sunrise is good.
Evocative.
And we need to come up with a trait for this session. So, which means, again, guys, if you're using a blues approach, you can tap that characteristic trait to use as an extra dice if you can wind it into your narrative. So what do you think? What do you think is a good trait for this? Last time was collaboration. Or collaborate.
Collaborate. This one, we're kind of figuring everything out. So, I mean, hey, what if it's just investigate?
Perfect. Cool. Okay, guys. So if you can put investigate into this, as a reminder, because you were successful on the last 2 sessions, you can actually still use those traits with those approaches. So I believe. right,
yeah,
Dusty?
you could use the tracer approaches, or this is something I just spent the past week making a cheat sheet for the game, so I was going deep into the rules. You could also just have a new trait, like wholesale, that you want to
Mhm.
put into the approach, or you could swap out traits. That's a thing. So you could always use the one that was from the session that's successful, or if you want to say like, I got a new gun, so my new trait's going to be gun and rock. You could do that.
So you could have a new trait in the approach that you got like
Of the session.
the session was successful. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
use that same. Okay, I get you. I follow. New game.
Perfect. All right. If we are ready to begin, we shall begin. When last we were all together, you had stolen away. You had gotten River, your bounty. You figured, hey, we had to fight over it, and what better way to fight over it than crammed into two very small ships on board the Cheetah with Aristotle. Remind me of the name of your ship because you were attached onto it.
Mockingbird.
Mockingbird, awesome. But you were being chased by an unknown number, but at least 3 other bounty hunter ships were chasing you all to get at you all, to get at River. Still not sure, but a very, very cool AF move where the Cheetah veered in one direction and the Mockingbird detached and flew in the other as a distraction. And Mockingbird broke their razor sharp wings by taking down 2 of the enemy ships, and Dean's crazy ship, the Barracuda, the eyeball, just terrifying eyeball ship came up after and also took out 1, and you all landed in a giant cloaked ship, all 3 of your ships inside of it in the landing bay, and River managed to get out of their binds. Sorry, Lorena, your handcuffs might be a little broken. So they're an escape artist. They might be fine. And they went off to say, all right, time to get out of here. Let's make some drinks. So camera opens, scene opens in one of those amazing anime scenes where you're all in like a galley kitchen area, just for the optics of it, because imagine that shot in anime. Where is everybody sitting? What is the pose that everybody is in this galley? Because River is fully like at a table with their scotch in a glass, just kind of sitting fully comfortable. What is everybody else? How is everybody else posed up in this scene of having a discussion?
That truly depends on where the door is, because Uma wants to have eyes on the exit door or doors at all times, since I'm not sure if it's like a hallway situation or what, but somewhere where she could see
Is
all of
Uma
the exits.
Are you going to be sitting, standing? Are you
Standing.
perfect? Do you have a drink in your hand?
No.
Or are you perfect? Posted up against a wall, ready to go.
I am standing with both of my fists like against the table, like angrily eyeballing everybody. Like I'm on a side where I can see everyone else.
Perfect.
Because
what do you look like? Has Aristotle changed their face?
Yeah. I still have the skull face on right now that I described in the previous one, which Uma has seen before. It usually means things have gone wrong, and I'm like, yeah.
Gorgeous. Lorena or Dean?
Lorena, I guess, has just woken up because River knocked her in the head and knocked her out. So she's like, as she is regaining conscious, she looks around. She lets out a very long sigh, and then she points to River and goes, "You drink now."
All right. You know, I was asking for drinks. I didn't realize you woken up yet. I'll be right back.
I think Dean is like sitting near Lorena and like you know how like somebody isn't sitting on a couch properly, like their legs are up and they're kind of laying down and their head is just kind of like off the seats a little bit. Like she's just like, I'm tired.
Happy Pride to Dean.
Happy Pride.
Lorena doesn't say it. I do. But
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, mid Pride. Happy Pride, guys. Where do you think Sheryl Crow is posted up?
I would say Sheryl Crow isn't far from me. I haven't said anything about my ship yet, and Cheryl is my method of calling it. So I'd want to keep Cheryl close in case some sort of escape needs to be made. So maybe on my shoulder or in my lap.
I think, yeah, Cheryl is just like, not dead. Thank God.
I like the image though of Cheryl with like like a damp washcloth or like an ice pack, just like pushing it to your head.
Yep.
Perfect. You all settle into your respective comfort positions. River comes back, putting a drink in front of Lorena, and you are all here. As far as you know, this is a very well cloaked ship, so they have promised that you are under no danger of these other ships coming to find you. But what you do know is that your bosses have burned you. They were sending you to a place, the same place, and you were being chased. And you don't know if it's you all, River, the pendant that the River had, or a combination of all. So I think Aristotle is physically in the position to ask a question. So I'll start with Tony. Go ahead, Aristotle.
Okay, let's start on even ground. You two were working for, motioning for you to respond.
Dean would like look up at Lorena and be like, hear me out though. They did kind of help me and save my life. I wouldn't be dead, but I would be disorganized and dislocated. So I think we owe it to them to tell them.
They also interrupted and stole our bounty and landed us here. So I hope you'll understand my hesitance.
No, I get it.
Fair play. Cassandra Butch was who has hired us.
Fine. The Sundance Kid hired us.
All right. First point of order, established. Excellent. I appreciate your cooperation. Second, who knows what's going on with the weird bubble that River had?
I can look it up or figure it out.
River,
you could ask me.
Oh God, I
That
forgot
is
you were
what
here.
the statement was implying, if you had information.
First off, it's way more dangerous than any of you could understand. Second off, I only kind of know.
Good grief.
Is there a way we can run a scan on this thing, Dean? Cheryl?
I can do it together while everybody's talking. So
Don't plug it into anything.
Jeez.
okay, see, like here's the thing. Okay, question for you, if I may interrupt. Yeah, sorry. Question for you. Why?
We're already on my ship. Could I see this necklace you have?
Here's the thing.
I'm in my own ship. I can't run away.
I know that, but here's the thing. We've been on I feel like all of us have been on way too many bounties to probably know if we hand over the thing to you, you will do a thing. We just need to know. I just explanation. Just why. I'll plug it into myself, I swear to God.
Oh, no, okay, hang on. Okay. That is from someone very dangerous and has very dangerous info and is highly encrypted. And I only have 1 of 3 passwords for it.
Why do you have it?
I'm not just going to get, because I stole it. That's why I have it.
Is this government Dosh?
that would be easy.
Yes?
No.
No, you're not answering, or no, it's not?
No, it's not. It would be easier if it was.
I see.
Show me where to plug it in, and I'll do the investigating of it, if that's okay with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Not you, River.
I do think that's probably a good time to start a clock, perhaps.
Yeah, to me, this sounds like this is going to be a jazz clock. And so everybody, a jazz clock is an objective clock that can be used. It should be about understanding something. So solving a problem, solving an enigma, figuring out that puzzle. What do we think? How big is this jazz clock, Dusty, you think?
I'd say we could probably do like a 4.
I think a 4 is good. Yes. And because Dusty has read so much more of the book and understands this better, with a jazz clock, you don't have to just use jazz to figure it out, though, right? Or do you have to use jazz?
For an objective clock, you want to use jazz. However, you could improvise using your other ones by spending a rhythm.
Yes.
If you don't have a jazz tray, you could still roll with jazz just by using any of your other other skills. Everyone also should have a groove. Your groove could allow you to do something once a session. Maybe you don't want to use it right away, so it's something to keep in mind. But jazz is the way to go. And right now, the DC, as always, is 5. Unless we want to spend any of our risk to increase it, which I don't think we're that mean right now.
So, Dean, if you would like to go first, but everybody can, there's a way that anybody else can assist with helping out with this. It's not just Dean that can work on this, but we will let Dean go first. So what would you like to do to try to investigate this item?
I think it's going to sound weird because I feel like plugging it into the ship would probably be a bad idea. I don't know why. Because, like, if that thing malfunctions and we're on it, I don't want us to all crash and burn. So I think that she would use her cyber deck, like her fully modded cyber deck, in order to kind of like plug it in and hope for the best.
All right. So that is and by the way, for tab 1, you have 1d6 that comes with the tab. And you have dice from your cyber deck. Is there anything else that you'd like to try to do to add more dice to that?
So I can use a rhythm in order to like just kind of like go, I want to add a dice, or no?
Yes, I believe so. Let me just pull it up. You could spend a rhythm to improvise adding a second dice, or you could use show off, which is a once per session situation. And that will allow you to do it either before or after you roll to get an automatic hit.
You can also, if you don't like the results, you can also gamble. and bet against bet against one of your traits.
I think what she's gonna do is she's gonna do the 2 dice rolls, but then she's gonna show off. Um, Only to just prove to River that she can do it, and then, like, probably look him in the eyes while her eyes roll back, and then, like, she's, like, on her cyber deck and just be like, "You can see. Like, I'm better than you in every single way. Do not forget this."
Gorgeous.
I think it's important to point out it's also the necklace itself is a cross. So that's how
Ooh.
you could pull it apart. And that's how, like, once River said plug it in, you don't need to roll anything. That's just, you know that.
Okay. We love a 6 in this house. Um, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12. Okay. So is that 2 sixes? What? Oh no, because you had 3.
Yeah.
Is it just
3.
1 6? Any ones?
No. 6 and 2 threes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So that is 2 hits because you succeeded and rolled a 6. Um and a wound. And a shock, sorry. How would you like to use those hits?
Um, or here's a question that I think is kind of wild. Can I give one of my successes away to a teammate? Or do I use them only for myself?
I will go off book because I'm not sure the answer to that, but I will say if you describe it in a really sick way, I will allow that.
Ooh, I think um because of the fact that uh Aristotle, even though she doesn't know Aristotle's name, doesn't know Aristotle from anything, but I think because of the fact that they like it's the handhold is was really important to her in that moment of maybe dying and being dismembered. So I think the thing that she kind of wants to do is have the information go through her, but then immediately go to Aristotle in a way of telling them like kind of saying like come closer to me, and then like whispering in their skull part of their ear like all of the information that she's learned so that she can get it out and through them into like into their head, but then just be like, okay, ooh, that's it. Because for Dean, that's a lot of information to process. So I think like she also does it with Lorena, like sometimes where it's just like whispering in her ear, just like all of this computerized information and all of this stuff. I think to trust a little bit more, Dean wants to do that with Aristotle.
I love that so much. Okay, so one of those hits will go to Aristotle, to be used however you'd like to be using it, Tony. So how would you like to use that other hit?
I want to find
Do
out
you want to
everything. I want to find out
mark the
all
clock?
every single
Okay,
piece of information I can.
beautiful. Mark the clock. And then you do have a shock.
You guys can take it.
Yes, we have one more shock.
I think
Yes,
actually, if you don't mind me, Eli, jumping in with this, I think I
yeah.
want to use that shock immediately to open up a new clock, 4 parts, called Tracking Your Location.
Oh god damn it.
Second question, really quickly, just because I wasn't sure, where did you plug this in?
I plugged it into my cyber deck.
Cool. Cool. I'm gonna spend a risk because we start with 6. I'm gonna spend one of them to open up a second larger clock, threat clock. I think I'm gonna also make this a jazz threat clock, which has its own things of incredible malfunction for you,
Oh my baby.
Dean. This
Okay.
one though, because of how adept you are, is gonna be like an 8 clock. So it's not because you are so exceptional, it's not dire, but it is very concerning.
Okay.
So that will be like on screen. That would be like you're whispering, you're almost whispering this information without thinking, like, because you're just processing it and it's going through your system into the ear of Aristotle. And then when you kind of come back out of it, you see a little blip somewhere. How do you think Dean sees like issues with your cybernetics? Do you have like a little like heads up? What do you think? How do you think that, or do you think it's like a feeling?
It's a she's such a feeling person that I think in a weird way, she it's like that happy-go-lucky that you see almost immediately gets shut down, and then, like, the color of her eyes, even though, like, they're just, like, this, very hazel brown, it goes into full black, and then you can see kind of, like, that, like, loading screen, like, dot thing that's happening in there, that's her sadness, and she's trying so hard to manipulate it back in. And she's just like, "I can't feel this, I can't feel this, I can't feel this. Oh no, we're in trouble. I can't feel this, I can't feel this, I can't feel this." And then, like, I think immediately would turn, like, after kind of turning to Aristotle, would look at um Uma and look at Lorena and be like, and like probably like shed a tear too, because she can do that. Like,
Yeah, so you know that something is needs to be addressed. So you physically can feel it in your body, that clock, that something that probably needs to be looked at or dealt with. Next, who would like to do something towards this puzzle?
So what did we learn? I put my hand on Dean's shoulder.
what did we learn?
What is this?
You learned that this is some very information from the ghoul. Which Aristotle, I believe you have heard of. Yes, that came up in a previous episode. You know this is a very, very powerful mob boss, and somebody who can make everybody's lives end, if not very difficult. You also got it's not even the information on this drive isn't even like dirt or like secrets. It's the ghoul, but you don't quite know what that means. It's almost, it's like it's even more essential. It, like, the root of the word essence is this drive.
So a more complex puzzle than we can just reveal right away. All right.
I will say it is the essence of the ghoul.
Yeah, sounds like weird experimental stuff, which the more, maybe if I learn more concrete things, I can hazard a guess, but not at the moment.
I mean, if you want to roll something, if you want to, you can do some more digging into that. Yeah.
Well, can I do like a blues thing or something about my background, like all my old work, like dealing with like various top secret projects and government bullshit? Like, can I do like try to search my memory for like weird information that could describe what I just heard about?
Yeah.
All right. I don't have any blues.
But the session is
blues though, so I get 2 at least. All right. Wait, what does rhythm let me do? Now that we're using it, let's see.
You can spend 1 rhythm to show off. You can, okay, that's only in the second.
Assist, improvise.
Those are on different tabs though.
Oh, okay. This is
show off is the main one. You could also, if needed, you could push if you don't roll any successes, taking extra shocks for a hit. Or again, you could gamble. But you need to use a trait to gamble.
All right. What's the number right now again?
5.
First tab, 5. Okay. I'm gonna just try it out on its own. and maybe use or show off. All right. Anyway. Oh, I got a 7.
Okay, perfect. Or were there any 6s or 1s?
No 6s or 1s.
Cool. Okay. You do, though, have 2 hits because Dean gave you that hit.
Yeah.
So what would you and you have the 1 shock. So how do you want to spend those 2 hits? Do you want to knock down that jazz clock? That clock of like figuring out the puzzle? Or do you want to lower the difficulty?
1 for the puzzle and 1 for the difficulty.
Awesome. So we're down to 4. Okay. And how do you want to deal with that shock? Do you want to give it to us? Do you want to absorb it? Wound a trait as a reminder. Wound a trait. Mark that last bullet of yours.
I'm not going to take the bullet, and I wasn't using a trait, so you can have it. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, that's right. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So with this, you hear that, you hear the essence, and this memory comes back to you, and it was like in an old like mob bar, an old bounty hunters bar where people sit back and nothing leaves that bar. So like everyone feels free to talk freely and to have conversations. So you actually know that there is a place you could go to get more information, but the thing that you remember is that the ghoul was obsessed with eternal life. They were dead set on figuring out a way to never die.
Okay. There's some real weird experimental stuff.
Yeah. And you also know of an old contact that you could reach out to who might know more.
Is it the same planet as the bar you mentioned?
Yeah, they tend to be around there. Yes.
All right. So where is this place?
Where should this be? I don't know, Dusty. What's a good place for this person to be?
Kind of like a Merc kind of vibe. I'm thinking more like a planet or a moon.
It's definitely a moon. It's definitely a moon.
Moon, right? Let's say they're off of a little moon off of new Mars named Titan 2.
All right. I don't know what any of this means, but I think I have a feeling of where I could go to find out. And so now we must all ponder our relationship to one another.
Do Uma or Lorena want to do anything? In the meantime, I'm going to spend a shock to tick that jazz clock on Dean. You feel something connecting. Not the tracking one, the other one.
The incredible malfunction.
The incredible malfunction. Yeah, do Lorena and Uma want to do anything?
Uma's been surveying the room and just sort of watching everyone while this has been happening and is absolutely clocking what is happening to Dean and just goes, "Hey, cinnamon roll. What's wrong?"
There's something about to happen or something about to come. There's something about to I don't know. I don't know. And like she looks pained because like it's almost too much information like going through her head. Um I'm gonna try to do something while you all talk. But
do we, and I'm asking this, and this may sound disrespectful, do we need to turn you off and on again? Like, how does this work?
Well, maybe, actually, that this is River. That might, that really is connected to you, huh?
Yeah.
River, you warned us about connecting it to anything. What do you think is happening to Dean?
Well, I know for sure that that thing has like 7 different kind of malwares for everything, unless you could block them immediately. Also, probably someone's trying to track it, which kind of nullifies me. They're going to like turn around and there's like a pad, like a data pad, or like, I'm going to try increasing our defenses.
There's a porn
Just,
site kind of coming through, and I don't understand why that is, but that's
I
fine.
don't,
Just
that's not
yeah,
the goal. That's not, all right, weird.
like some weird stuff. I don't like it. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
So just, it's not good.
Um, hey Uma, I just met you. Can you do me a favor?
Potentially.
Like there's a in there's I think if River, do you have like a stun gun anywhere?
I could go grab one.
Yep, do that right now. Do that right now.
Don't have to tell me twice.
I follow River while they're grabbing that. So
I'm
I can talk to
gonna
them.
get up and offer Dean my wait, Dean's already sitting, right? I was gonna say.
Laying down, legs up in the air.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Malfunctioning.
Pride Month sit. Yes. So Lorena is gonna go and just kind of kneel down next to Dean. You know, that's her partner. She's a little protective. And I was wondering, so Lorena does have mob connections, as our big shots know. Is there something that she can do, or would she know something about the ghoul that might help move the situation along, or help Dean in any way?
Go ahead and roll. For this, it would be jazz because you're trying to figure something out. I would also say though blues. If you would want to try,
Investigate.
yeah, of like or like remembering something. Yeah, and you've got some rhythm to play with that.
Okay,
If you do blues, then you do have the episode that you can pull on.
Okay, yeah, I will definitely do an investigate move, and to do that, I'll use Cheryl and ask her to kind of go back through the archives of our own experiences as well as what's accessible to her, and find out more about the ghoul and what what they want, etc.
Gorgeous. Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely. Go ahead and roll.
So that's 3 dice with my rhythm. If I use it, because
Yeah.
I have 4. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna spend that. I got a 6, 7, 8. But one of the dices was a 6. One of the dice was a 6.
Beautiful. So you definitely succeeded. So that is 2 that's 2 hits. And a shock. So currently there's only 2 spots left on that investigate clock on this thing. So you could use both of those hits to close that clock out. But because you're using Cheryl, I would also say that you could absolutely take away one of the tick on that upcoming like malfunction.
Yeah. Absolutely.
As well. So you could do one. You can do one of or the other, or lower the DC. But there's lots of clocks happening.
Yeah.
So, what are
Well,
your thoughts?
yeah, I would definitely love to assist Dean on that. So I'll have Cheryl knock that clock out that's on Dean right now. And then I guess if I'm understanding this correctly, I'm going to also spend the investigate to move that clock forward, right?
Yes. So you'll knock. So you're investigating the thing that started this all of investigating this hard drive. We'll have 1 slot left on that, and then Dean, Cheryl does like something, does that bird thing of just putting their beak right against your like temple, and but it's more of your like cyborg connection, and it's almost like they take on some of the strain and ease it. So it's almost like you can feel the beginning like aura of a migraine that is lessened by your fellow, this beautiful crow that you have a connection with, and from your partner. So that has been taken down one. Uma and River go off. Oh, well, no. No, River and Aristotle go off to get a stun gun. Comes back with that, hands a stun gun over to Uma.
Understanding what Dean has asked me to do, while they were getting the stun gun, Uma went over to the kitchenette area and got a washcloth that at least smelled like it wasn't dirty, because we don't actually have time for me to find a clean one. And kind of grabs it from like end to end and does one of these, and just walks over to Dean and says, "I need you to bite down on this, otherwise you could."
Yeah, I gotcha. Like,
and I just sort of like put that in her mouth, and then I'm gonna look at Lorena and say, "You need to hold her hands." And I'm gonna jab her right in the neck with this thing.
Oh, Lorena does that unquestioningly. Yeah, definitely.
Gorgeous.
Whoa, I mean, I guess that would. All right. Cool.
So I'm not sure if that's going to sever the connection or knock her out, but I probably hold it on there a little too long, if I'm being honest.
What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color? Go ahead.
It's not out of malice. It's because I'm not sure how much she needs.
Yeah. Power plugs. You gotta jab where it ends. Yeah,
exactly. Go ahead and so go ahead and roll for it. Let's choose an approach. So as a reminder, because I
definitely
forget,
gotta be rock.
So yeah, rock is face the danger. Dance is be under the spotlight. Blues is know yourself or understand others. Tango is make them do what you want. And jazz is understand and go with the flow. So rock feels appropriate.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, so I don't actually have anything in rock unless you guys said that we could use the trait from the last one. So I guess this is technically collaboration.
You are collaborating.
You are collaborating 100%.
Dean asked you to do this.
This is consent.
Hey guys, always get consent. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
So what is it? This is 2 die or 3?
2.
Okay.
2 unless you decide to also use rhythm.
No, not for this one.
Okay.
No, DC is 4 right now.
The DC is 4.
Perfect. Yeah. I'm just gonna hope for the best. Hey, double 6s.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. So that is 3 successes. So I'm assuming one of those is closing out that clock.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do to absorb that shock?
Or do you absorb it?
Give it to us? Do you absorb it? Do you give it to us? Or do you absorb it by you don't have a trait to wound?
Yeah, so I think I have to give it to you just because if Aristotle is real close to that, with all the bullets, one of us has to be sane. So
and you would yeah. So okay. So okay, so you want to go ahead and give us that shock. Great. You have closed out that investigation clock. Because of that, and with the knowledge of everything, you now know the secret of what this is. It's not only the essence of the ghoul, it is the ghoul. This is the consciousness of a person.
Ew.
That you plugged into yourself, Dean.
And Dean, while you're getting shocked and basically getting hard reset, I think the last thing you hear is this deep, gravelly voice saying, "Finally." And then you pass out.
I was about to say a slur. I was about to say like my slur, my people slur. I was about to say something wrong. I was like,
now hard R.
What's that?
And You've passed out, and I think that's a great time to move to tab 2.
Welcome back to Deadly Crescendo. We just had the metaphorical lights turned off and on again. And by the lights, I mean Dean. But we are back onto the ship. And I think it's just only appropriate that we are now in 3, 2, 1. But also, Dean, you heard this menacing voice after some dots were connected and you understood what this was plugged into your cyber deck / yourself. And you got hard reset. Someone pushed a button. That button was a stun gun into your neck. And you are kind of groggy, waking up around. What is your first reaction to like coming back awake and learning what just happened?
I think she would like immediately know that Lorena is there because of the hold on her, and it's like, oh, like it's one of those things where it's just like it's only the hold of somebody that like you like love and trust and like you just know, and it's just like okay, that's the most comforting thing, and then would look over at Uma and be like, "What's your favorite color?" Oh, sorry. It's always a default reaction the first time I meet somebody. I didn't just meet you. Sorry, it's gonna take a while to boot back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you stopped smiling, and that made me uncomfortable, which is also making me uncomfortable.
Oh, you're getting to like me. This is gonna be so fun for us now.
Well, hold on. Nobody said all that.
I heard from me, you like my smile. Or you like when I smile. So we'll start from there. Also,
Smiling is your default. You stopped doing it. I assumed something was wrong. My assumption was correct.
Are you okay, kid?
yeah, hi.
No.
I know your favorite color, but thank you guys for doing that. And then like would look over at River and just be like, you could have given us more information.
I literally couldn't have given you more information. I gave you information.
Like,
I told you not to plug it in.
well, I'm gonna do it anyway. You should know. Anyway, not the point.
Hey, listen. I believe that you have a right to your body and you can do whatever you want to it. So I gave you information and you chose to do what you wanted to do. You good?
I like that you said that. We're back on speaking terms.
Perfect. Hey, by the way, you never asked my favorite color.
I don't really want to know you that well.
Wow. Rude. Okay, where are we going?
River, who are you? Are you just a thief? Are you a smuggler? Why do you have a mobster's mind box? Did you steal it for yourself or for someone else? How much shit is hanging over your head that could come crashing down at any moment?
A ton of shit. I think I made it pretty clear.
No, you didn't
that-
describe who you stole it from. You didn't describe who you plan on selling it to. You didn't describe why you were just hanging out in a bar with it. We need clarity.
Hey, listen, I was hiding. No one fucking goes to dancers. I was hiding, okay? I told you it was from a scary motherfucker. Was I wrong? No, I was not. Didn't lie. I planned on, I don't know what I planned on doing with it. Honestly, it was kind of a thing that I said, you know what? This is a thing that I should steal, and I did. And maybe I'll sell it, or maybe I throw it into the middle of a sun because this guy shouldn't live forever.
You didn't answer any of my questions.
Ask better questions.
You were just dodging them. Where did you find it? Who did you steal it from?
The ghoul.
From them personally. On their ship? From a place?
You think that the ghoul would have that anywhere but on their person?
That makes me feel like they're dumber than I thought they were.
How are you still alive? If you managed to steal it from the ghoul.
I'm really good at running.
And what's your long-term plan for mortality now that we're here in this situation?
Well, I am sorry that you guys are all caught up in this now. I mean, to be fair, that's not on me. That is on your bosses, who absolutely are using you as cannon fodder, by the way. So, like, I feel like there's a lot of, like, unearned aggression being thrown at me that should absolutely be thrown at the people who sent you on this suicide mission. But anyway, so hate this guy, want to destroy him. You in?
So why can't we just destroy this now?
I was going to go off and do that. This is, you can't, like, River isn't even holding it. So I think that's still with Dean or Aristotle, whoever is holding it. You think it's just that easy to destroy it?
They're not backed up anywhere else? Is this a singular?
They probably, I don't understand how biometrics uploaded to a flash drive work. I hope there aren't duplicates. It didn't seem like there were. This is one that, again, the ghoul kept on him pretty much at all times. It was at his home that I was visiting.
Hey, you answered one of the questions. There you go.
Okay. So you managed to make it inside the ghoul's home. Which means at some point you had to have been invited, and then you stole from him, and now we're here. So, first of all, he's managed to survive the process of fully uploading his consciousness onto a flash drive, which in and of itself is terrifying because it's not something a normal human should be able to survive. And now we're unclear that whether or not this is the only copy, but it must be, because if it wasn't, they wouldn't be chasing us so hard.
Yeah.
And it must be very difficult to do a second time, because if it wasn't, they wouldn't be chasing us this hard.
Exactly. And a copy of a copy. Anyway, that just, the ramifications of that are just really interesting. Anyway, you're right. Yes. More than likely, this is it. Challenging to destroy.
So we can just smash it with a hammer.
You can kind of put those things back together. But so you have to wipe it, but then, like, it has to be fully destroyed, and then, but you have to wipe it. But if you plug it in, you see what happens if you plug it in to wipe it. Are you seriously, kid? Are you okay?
I'm that yeah, I'm good. Thing is though, so here's a little bit of maybe an issue. I don't know if it will be in the future, but it was concerning to me now. I did hear a voice in my head when I hard reboot, and it just said, "Finally," in this, like, very menacing voice. I don't like that. But it's not concerning now, and I don't hear it anymore.
Really quick, right off of that, I'm just gonna start a clock because I think it's appropriate of what to do with this thing. As y'all discuss this, just a reminder that Aristotle, you did remember someone off of Titan 2, which is a moon off of Mars, sorry, new Mars, that you may know someone that knows more about this situation. But just gonna like follow up. Yeah, Dean just said they heard a voice when they got her rebooted.
So Lorena's immediately just going to signal at Cheryl Crow to stay with Dean, like physically on Dean's shoulder, and just be alert and aware in case they need to absorb any more of like the kickback or anything from what appears to be malware in Dean's head.
A living one, which is disconcerting.
Very much so. But also, from what River said, a copy of a copy, so there's a main. And
Well, the
I
ghoul
think
themselves,
he's
right?
the man. I think the ghoul is the main, and this is that's a copy of.
well, here's the thing. So if there's still like he's still a thing, but at the same time, we're gonna have to also shut down any copies that go on copies and go on copies. We can start working on perhaps a virus that will be able to be plugged in once we get to him.
Mhm.
That's a thing that I can try to do with Cheryl if that's okay with Lorena.
Yeah, absolutely.
But him personally, I don't know what to do with that. The voices, if the voice comes back, I'll tell you guys.
I'm gonna look at Lorena now and just, you have to be okay with me knocking her out if this voice gets worse, or you're gonna have to do it because we can't let this thing find us before we can destroy it.
Yeah. Dean, if you're okay with that, then one of us will do that. But I don't want to move forward unless you're completely all right with that.
Yeah. If anything happens, then Lorena, you know what to do. Just find something and bzzz, I'll hard reboot, and then I'll be okay.
There are a lot of ways to stun a person. I'm sure Uma, you and I can come up with creative solutions.
All ships have wiring. If we, are out and about and we just need to, we can rip something out of a wall.
Wait, so you are all sold on destroying this, like figuring out how to do it.
I don't think we can move on with our lives until we do.
It's not like we can sell it back to him. He'll just kill us.
Fair. Just us knowing about it probably would make them want to kill us. I also want to put a second note down that I desire to kill Cassandra Butch and the Sundance Kid. And if any of you want to help me with that, that would be great.
Oh, that was next.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm glad we're agreed.
I'm gonna be
Mhm.
bummed about the food recommendations. Yes, such good
Honestly,
food
if we can
recommendations.
figure out where they are and what they're doing, I would also love to clean their banks out.
Yeah.
They owe us
Money.
money.
They do owe us money.
A lot of money.
Dean and I could probably handle that if we can get an entry point. But let's shelf that idea for now.
All right. For now is the looming ghoul. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking back while literal nightmare happened in front of me with stun guns and young people getting electrocuted. And
I'm sorry.
no, not the first time. But I am familiar with people surviving things that they shouldn't. And I might know some people who have information about this, not exact thing, but the ballpark of horrible human experimentation. So if you all are interested in taking a road trip to Titan Moon, something like that.
Well, can we do something first?
Yes.
Because I don't think we know your names, and I don't think you know our names. But I'm Dean. Sorry I lied to you before.
You have no idea, kid. I'm doing my best. Please call me Mockingbird for now. Like as a start, all right? Everyone who knows me by that name is dead already, so that shouldn't be a problem. So let's just go with that. Well, actually, there's the one, but technically we're going to be killed by them also. Anyway, not the point. Hi.
What was that about not answering questions or dodging them?
That's my job. You're just an asshole.
You don't know me like that.
I've known lots of people like that. Anyway, I'm telling you I'm lying. That's the important part about me. Anyway. Once again, Mockingbird. And what was your name, lovely new neighbor? That we have not talked, you and I.
No, I don't believe we've spoken before. You can call me Lola.
A pleasure to meet you, Lola. That was fun.
I think like Dean would like poke at Uma and be like, what's your name? I won't ask your favorite color, but what's your name?
You know, it's funny. You did actually use my name just a bit ago. I must have
That's true.
fried that out of you.
Oh, so it's Uma. That's really pretty. I mean, it's really nice. I don't know if it describes it, it's nice to meet you. Finally, kind of doing the thing. And I'm
Yes.
very happy that you zapped me. Thank you.
It is a rare occasion when someone requests for it, so I knew there had to be a good reason.
I may ask again and again and again and again. And if we're going to be a team, you have my full permission to zap me. I know that I'm also kind of like, so,
No, wait, how many times can you hard reset before there's actual damage?
let's see. There was the time where we did that one job and I accidentally stepped in a puddle. I shouldn't have done that. But that was a really, really hard reset. And then I had to kind of get repaired, but I can like prepare myself, so that's okay.
Wait. A puddle?
Yeah, I was barefoot. So
Okay.
yeah, that was a whole thing. I have for disclosure, I have cybernetics, like everything's kind of cyber except for the guts and the lungs and the heart and the skin and it's just a lot of
Yeah. Okay. No, I need to know what sort of precautions to take in order for that to not happen when we don't want it to. Let's say when we're, if you need to hack into something, I'd hate for someone to just throw a bucket of water on you and then you short circuit.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. Like if somebody does that, like slap the shit out of them. But other than that, we'll be good. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you have anything that you need, let me know. Both of you, all of you, we're a team now.
Cheryl, excitedly, new team.
Joyous day.
Lorena's just gonna like take a long sip from her drink and finish it.
So is the plan to go meet Mockingbird's old friend on Titan 2?
Seems to be the best lead.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, Mockingbird, you'll have to give that coordinates to River, or you could ask River if you want to drive, or you could just start driving there.
This is a big one, this ship. I'm not used to that. Uma.
Yes.
Uma.
Yes.
Do you think you can drive it?
Of course I can.
All right.
I can fly anything.
Anyway, so I'll give you the coordinates. But I have to dig into my costume luggage for this one. It's they they know another person who I have to meet there. And so I'm going to
Yeah, you
have
go. Make yourself pretty. I got this.
Thank you.
Great. Well, I think as they do that, I think unless there's something very specific that wants to be done, we could just have the ship go. I could say with space travel, you'll probably get there through the warp gates probably like within 12 hours. So like you have time to rest. As we are approaching the moon of Titan 2, what let me get some beats from y'all of like what does this small city look like? It's a city off of New Mars, not Mars OG.
I have some ideas because a part of the backstory I'm sort of like hinting at is there has to be like a not nice because it's like a weird remote place, but like a decent pleasure district. You know what I mean? Like I picture like a New Orleans vibe, but not as many people, you know, like all those cute lights everywhere and stuff like that.
Going to Bourbon Street, baby.
Yeah.
I think that's
Anyway.
I think that's great. Like everybody give what do you like going shout out to Brindlewood Bay. Give a thing that you see. So let's go to Dean. So Insha, what you there's been a pleasure district. What else do you see in this city? You're muted.
I think kind of going through seeing a bunch of pastry shops, just a buttload of like pastry shops and things that like you can eat, and then probably like motioning to Lorena, like, see, kid will love this. Oh, I gotta kill him. God damn it.
Katrina, you're muted.
Kid made their own choices, which means more pastries for us.
That just lifted my spirits. Yes, let's go.
Mm-hmm. And if I can jump in there, I would say the thing Lorena's keeping an eye out for while she's moving along with Dean is just fronts for mob activity because she knows the identifier so well. So drapery shops, jewelry stores, restaurants that don't really have anything going on inside, just kind of being very aware of her surroundings and kind of trying to gauge what their chances of having a bad run-in with someone are.
Uma is checking for large amounts of people. Anywhere there might be a crowd, anything that looks like it's more than 20 people, she's just sort of taking a mental note of places that are busy versus the places that aren't. Also, alleyways, places to hide or stash things.
Beautiful. And we already determined that this was going to be at a bar. Mockingbird. And this bar is, would you say it's seated in this pleasure district?
Seated? Do you mean like an established, like it's a central sort of thing?
That's where like it's located. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's relatively well known. Yeah.
Yeah, you head to the bar known as the Crystal Pillow.
Can I have a beat before we get off the ship?
Sure.
About something, because I have emotions. I want to take Uma aside, like while they're like driving the ship and landing, and I come up behind them and I say, "I want you to meet someone, Uma." And when you turn around, it's an older woman that's like a short blondish bob, and they're wearing like a pantsuit with like a deep V, and they're not wearing gloves like they usually do all the time, and it's like a maroon suit with like a underneath a little bit darker, but it's like satiny. And I say, "I am Antonella Ma. I'm an old friend of Aristotle's."
Antonella?
Yeah. They might have mentioned me in passing, I don't know. But we knew each other for a long time. And we looked out for each other. And we're going back to a place where they know me and Aristotle worked. And so there's probably going to be a lot of interesting people who knew more about how Aristotle used to work. You know what I'm saying? But
Your
anyway.
trauma and my trauma. It's okay.
Anyway,
I'm not going to judge you for your past. I am wondering how you got into that corset by yourself.
I have a pretty slim build, and this part is a little bit of padding, but not too much so that I could work with the V, you know what I mean? But anyway,
You look good.
Thank you. I go in for a hug.
We'll gladly accept.
Anyway, my old stomping grounds. Let's head in.
Okay.
And the four of you, I guess five if we include Cheryl, head down into Titan 2. And you get to the core of this pleasure district. We'll call it Kentucky Lane. And right there you go to the Crystal Pillow. And Crystal Pillow aesthetically is almost like saloon kind of vibes from the outside. We do see like a security guard, like armed for sure, just kind of there to make sure there's no ruffians bothering the business or the people or the purchases. Walking through, you all pass. They don't recognize you, but you all pass Antonio and Paul trying to figure out where to go. They are a little lost, but you all enter. No one stops you, but people are giving you a look. And at the far room, because there is a bar primarily, there is someone kind of playing a honky-tonk kind of like piano situation. You see someone you knew they were going to be there, Mockingbird, or Antonella, maybe. And they are just having a nice drink. No one's sitting near them. They seem to have a table by themselves. Could you describe me what this person looks like as you lead this group of people towards them?
They'll also have to be pretty old at this point, and also a femme person, but a little more butch, squared off, and like a short cop gray hair, very military face sort of a thing going on. Carla, darling.
Antonella?
Yeah. Who else? It's been a long time.
Yes. They
Mwah,
slide off
mwah.
the seat. Yeah, give you kiss and cheek. who've you brought to? Hey, Pete, round, whatever they're having, it's on me.
Right away.
New friends. New friends.
Indeed.
But we're all on a little adventure. And I knew who right to come to. And I like get more comfortable and I like touch their hand and all that stuff. Try to be very warm. I'm so casual. So casual.
Really quick, I'm just going to set the scene really quick. I'm going to start another clock using one of our stash shocks of people getting suspicious as you kind of see the security guard from the front door again, like peek in to make sure they saw where you are sitting. This is a 6-part clock. But continue.
Do you remember our mutual friend? They're kind of quiet, but I often ask them for help when things were getting rowdy or anything like that. They were, you know, we hung around together all the time. You know what I mean.
Eli, you're muted.
I do. Yes. I'm being cool about it. What? Okay. Yes.
You know, I was never very good at that stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, obviously you haven't gotten better since retirement.
But anyway, we're looking into old contacts because we're dealing with someone that we need more information on. And it's becoming stranger as we go along. So they thought we should talk to somebody who maybe knows some of the old crew who might give us some insight.
Okay. So above table, are you looking for another person or is this the person that has the information?
This is the person with the information. I'm saying like...
Yes. Yeah. Okay. It depends. It depends on what information you need. Also, I'm going to spend a shock and click that suspicion clock because there's a large group of people at a bar, strangers at a bar.
Yeah, and just be clear, when we mark a clock, it does already start with 1. We're using a
yes.
okay. Currently at 2. It's a 6-part. I think this conversation is going to be same part of what are we doing with this.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Dean, honey, can you come here? Can you maybe explain something a little better for my friend about what we're looking for? Also, everybody, this is Carla, an old friend.
Hello.
Hi.
It turns and be like, what? Which thing? There's a lot of things.
Try to be vague, but describe what that system that we encountered was like what makes it special. I don't know how to describe that.
Right. So sometimes when a thing, like computer terms, it's kind of like, when two people get together, right? And then all of a sudden that thing becomes alive. And then you kind of want to go, hey, that thing, I'm trying over here. I don't know how babies work, but when that thing
My dear, what?
I know how babies are made.
Oh, good. Good. I didn't know until like 3 summers ago. That's kind of wild. Anyway, but well, here's what I want to say, and this is more straightforward and to the point, but also very vague. When something is uploaded up to a stream and that stream goes outward, where would the mainstream be?
Okay.
Above table, what was the term we used for what was it, bio something? To describe the computer system?
It's like a biological engram, like an engram of someone's consciousness.
Okay.
So you don't want to say that out loud.
You don't. I mean, you could.
That's sus. I think,
Okay.
if anything, I think Dean would probably write it down and write down that exact term and then slide it over to them on a napkin.
Excellent.
Oh, okay. Let's make a roll, please.
Yeah.
I'm just like Carla is having a time.
Still found it fascinating.
Both
Babies are
Carla
made.
and
Okay.
Eli are like, how do I respond to this?
Where are babies from?
Well, sex.
and I-
dear.
Your DC is going to be 10.
Okay.
Let's call this. I think let's call this a jazz approach because, like, what the fuck is happening?
I think there's 2 for this tab, and
yes,
then
2 for the tab immediately.
I would like to use mixed signals. Because
Yeah,
This is the epitome of mixed signals.
And just to remind you, you have rhythm. You could use show off. Someone could assist by spending a rhythm, which gives you advantage on that. Or you could spend rhythm to improvise using another one of your traits.
No, I think I'll just do the 2.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 1 6.
On 2 dice, you got 13 on. You already rolled 3.
Oh yeah, because I was using my jazz
Mixed
approach.
signals. That's right. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
You got 1 6, no ones.
No.
Cool. Well, that is 1 hit. I mean, you have the clock of like, what are we doing at this? This is currently I just marked it a 6-part clock, so none of it is currently marked. So you can put it towards that, and you do have the 1 shock.
Tony, were you gonna say something? No. Yeah, I'll go towards the clock.
All right. And do you want to absorb the shock, or are you just gonna
Gimme.
which you could absorb by wounding one of your traits you just used, or marking one of your bullets?
I can't do the bullet just yet. I got 1 more bullet hole left. I'll wound the mixed signals.
Okay, great. So wound, mixed signals is wound. You can't use that again unless you show your wounds. But you get a little closer. Carla, what you see these words? What do you do with your old friend, these people?
Antonella, what have you gotten into?
Oh my. What's life without a little trouble?
This is more than a little trouble. Okay. There's somebody that can help with this, and you're really not gonna like it.
Oh, please. It really, no. Just say it.
It's the widow bird.
That's unfortunate. All right, let's go home. I mean,
I retire. Give up. Goodbye.
You say that right as Pete has brought out drinks for everyone.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is that a bad thing? You seem worried. Is that a bad thing? Wait, should I get
it's
Uma?
worse than bad. It's worse than bad, dear. It's awkward.
Is this where the babies come in? Is this where the
Sure. Let's
Oh.
let's go with that.
So this
Why
is
not?
an X.
Ooh.
Would I know this name? Would this name have been mentioned to me at all?
How much of your past does Uma know, Aristotle? Of that time of your life?
This specifically, probably not actually, but like
Okay. I wasn't sure if this was something I should react to or if this was
Yeah.
we'll talk about it later.
yeah, exactly. This is
Okay.
new information for Uma. But all right, where are they holed up?
Yes. They take a long drink from their own drink.
I
Grab-
do as well. Go back to it.
grab a pen from Pete and a cocktail napkin and write out coordinates to one of the other moons of New Mars, which is, we'll call it Phoebus.
Mhm.
He's holed up there. He's undercover, but he'll be at this bar.
How often does he come still
I mean,
around? I feel like they're probably covered in traps at their house. I don't trust. Their vibe is bad, Carla. You know this.
yeah, I know. They stuck with it. All right. I'm still in contact, friendly contact.
Hmm.
I can ask that he meets at a separate location. He might say yes.
Okay.
Do you want it to be in a building? Do you want it to be in the open? What do you want?
There's probably all sorts of
Both
weird
of those
things
are,
that we.
both of those are bad. Both of those options are terrible.
There's probably going to be weird things we need to talk about.
Okay, so what? Give me a
what do you-
vibe. What do you
Uma,
want?
what do you? I'm distracted thinking about something. Where do you think we should go? Like, I might know.
Well, out in the open is definitely worse than inside a building, but
Mhm.
we would need to know the building, but we can always have I mean, schematics are easy to get, especially with our compatriots. So a building would be better, but somewhere public.
I don't expect any heat, one could say. Carla, do you think we could use a back room here?
Okay, wait. No, I need you to roll to convince Carla to do this dangerous thing here.
Probably jazz.
I mean,
or tango, I mean.
Tango
right?
would probably be the
Tango's
best
the
one.
words you
Try
want.
to
Tango's the one.
get someone on your side.
All right.
Again, DC is 10.
2 for the tab.
2 for the tab.
1 for the trait.
Ooh, what trait you using?
I'm going to use plastic face. I am a whole ass persona right now.
You're a whole ass persona.
And anything else?
If you want to do anything else, you do also have, I'm not sure off the top of my head what your groove is, but your groove is something you do into session. You could also spend a rhythm to just get a hit out automatically.
So I'll show off. I'll get a free hit off of it.
Sure. So mark one of those rhythms, so we automatically have one hit.
All right. So then I'm gonna roll 3. Yeah. Oh, a 6.
Hell yeah.
And no ones, and I got a 13.
Great. So it's going to be 2 hits for sure, automatically, and then 1 shock.
Okay. I'm going to unfortunately give that to you both because I've got limited space.
Sure.
And I think I need to maintain this space.
Great. Do you just want to like put those into the clock, or do you want to lower the DC?
Oh, what was the clock progressing again?
What you are 1 out of 6.
Right.
It's what you guys want to do.
Want to do with
what to do. What's the what to do clock with?
Yeah.
All right. And the base is 10, right?
Base is currently 10 for your DC. Yep.
I'll lower it by 1 and progress what we're gonna do with this thing by 1.
Cool. I'm gonna just use that shock right away for the suspicion clock.
All right.
Yep.
What are we at on that clock?
3 out of 6.
Oh, fun. All right. Cool.
Okay, you want me to call him here and use a back room here? Is that what I'm understanding? Okay.
I mean, they like you.
Well, what's not to like?
Cool.
I get it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, go hole up. Go back there. Get settled. Have you
Is
eaten
my
food?
Yeah. Is any of Mockingbird's stuff still like tucked away?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Go on, get out. I'll send some food back for you guys.
So you all go, are showed by Carla, who's being so kind to you, to this back room. It's kind of like part where there's like a bunch of rows of like makeup mirrors where people, sit down, get dressed, get ready for whatever's happening. But there's also like a whole break room area. It's separate as you go through. There are a couple employees kind of like wondering why there's a bunch of people just going through it that they don't know, but they're just letting it slide. They know better than to ask questions. And
I'm gonna play, it up a little bit. You might have heard of me, lying walking through. An old star of the stage, gracing your presence again. It's wonderful. Pleasure to meet you all.
You
passing through like an age starlet whirlwind where I'm not really engaging with them. I'm just, like
one person's like covers their mouth, the other person you didn't catch it, but you swear their eyes rolled off their head. And you all get into this room. Mockingbird, you may probably or Antonella, whichever you're using right now, you may recognize this room from previous times. Some food gets back. This is all kind of like, quick like snack food. Nothing like really of sustenance, but enough to get you by. And Carla is calling someone to head your way. Do you want to let anyone else know exactly what's coming your way? Do you want to get everyone the appropriate like preparedness, or are you just gonna, wait till they get here?
I just straight up ask, how much danger did you just put?
Definitely.
How much danger did you just put her in by asking for this favor?
It's been a couple decades.
Oh.
So I'm not really sure of the current state of things.
Okay.
They were a nerd though, like on that side of this sort of thing, like they were the tech person that I would go to a lot, and then got more familiar with, etc. But like, so like I said, more of the weirdness is with me, and not hopefully they'll be willing to do business when there's other people to also.
And I'll step a little closer, and ask in like a lower tone, and just to be clear. Are you saying you as in you, or you as in the face you're wearing?
Oh, yes, the one you're looking at. That's the one that's had this relationship. They knew the other one as well.
Okay.
But it was, I don't know. They shouldn't have known that we were one and the same, but yes. It was a long time ago, though. I don't think this should be dangerous, but I guess we'll find out.
There's lots of different kinds of dangers, friend.
It's true.
Are you?
Maybe they'd be more comfortable seeing Mockingbird. No, I'm not sure.
Well, they're expecting.
It's true. I told Carla already. All right. I was hoping that Old Flame also make them more cooperative. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine.
And you get a knock at the door, and Carla's like, Funnily enough, they're already in the area, so they'll be here in 10.
All right.
Oh, that's not a lot of prep time.
Does everyone have their questions ready? Like I said, I'm not the technical one.
So to co GM here, I would allow people to roll about it to get information to help with questions if you would like, and that also because that can go towards the what to do clock.
I'll do that since new techie person.
Worm.
And do you want me to roll that now, or do you want me to roll that?
Yeah, it's rolling now. Yeah.
And then would I be able to use like the investigate in order to kind of get that third dice, or no?
Yeah, I mean this is a blue. That would be a blues check
Okay.
if you want to use. I guess that's where investigate is currently right now.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah, what's the feeling that needs to be addressed? I think that falls into this.
Ooh, yes. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 6.
Hell yeah! So you both succeeded and got a 6. So that's going to be 2 hits, and you got 1 shock.
Okay. I'm gonna tick both of those timers down on the clock, and then I'll give you guys the shock.
All right, that is going right into the suspicion clock, which they're both even right now, both 4 out of 6. The clock you want and the bad one. So you are trying to like figure out like you, Dean, know like one the most about this through just your experience, but also you got jacked into this thing. If you are trying to get information out of someone, the best question you want to ask, like if this person knows what all this is about, maybe you want to like maybe obvious off the top of the head, figure out if there's any other things like this, but also who helped them make it, because it did a mob boss, even the most powerful one, a lot of money, but not necessarily all of the tools at hand to make it.
Got it. I'm writing it down. Sorry.
Yeah, of course.
Lorena, if you wanted to roll any more information to remember anything more from your past about the ghoul, that could also be helpful. But if you want to do that, you can.
Yeah, I do want to support with that, if possible, and I'd love to. Is this a particular role? I'm sorry, I came in a little late.
So this could be the role is like trying to figure out questions. So you could do a blues one if you want to use investigate.
Mhm.
Another appropriate would be like jazz. Jazz is also a very strong one. I think those would be the most appropriate ones to figure
Okay.
out.
I think I'll do the investigate role under blues.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's
So
2, right?
That's 3 dice because so we're in the second tab, so you get 2 already.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
3 for the
Nice. All right, I'm just picking that up straight on. All right, so that's a 6, a 4, and a 4.
Beautiful. That is going to be 14, which both exceeds the tab, and you got a 6, so another 2 hits. So 2 hits, and you do get 1 shock. You are 4 out of 6 currently on the clock right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to go towards that, you fill that out. You could move the dice down by 1, or yeah.
So I can put that toward.
So you can 2 hits would close out would mean that you've completed the clock of like what to do with this
Okay.
drive. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely what I want to do.
Worm. And then for the shock, do you want to absorb that? Or do you just want to give us the shock?
I'll absorb it.
All right. You're gonna wound the trait, or are you gonna mark a bullet?
I'm gonna mark a bullet.
Ooh, what do you have?
I have a completely open bullet
Oh,
thing. So
perfect.
yeah, I figured
Perfect.
why not now, you know?
At least someone's
It's far
being chill
along, I
about
might as
it.
well. Yeah.
I will say that it's closing out the clock, which is going to get towards the end of this tab. The suspicion tab is going to be we don't have to worry about that because the clock is finished. But for you, Lorena, you would know just from like your past that you want to figure out who the ghoul has ties to. Like, not only would they be like who helped them make it, but who do you think knows about this? Because there's someone like that, this is going to be a secret held close, and those who know are probably powerful but also dangerous. um, and I think as you all are coming to this decision, the door just kind of opens, and you said widow bird.
The widow bird.
The widow bird.
Aristotle, you would also know their non-code name of Robinson.
All right. Hey, darling.
What
have you got into this time?
What? No, that's it. What have you gotten into this time?
I think just because of time, we'll pick back up with them next session as we determine how deep y'all are really into it.
Yeah, screen ends. It like episode ends on that weird like everything goes black except for that slash of light with Antonella on one end and the mockingbird or the widow bird here just going.
As a more frantic smile like spreads as it closes in on their face. They're like, yeah, everything's fine.
Well, thank you all again for joining us for another episode of Deadly Crescendo. This has been Bluegrass Sunrise. We will follow up next session to figure out what exactly is happening. But for now, I've been one of your big shots, Dusty. I use they, them pronouns. You can find me online at Dusty E. Hill. You can usually find me at Goblets and Gays, Bring Your Own Mech, all other places online. And also make very queer, very genreful games at from dust to dice.itch.io. If you want to play something that's very queer for Pride, I got games. You like lesbians? You like trans people? You better like trans people. It's trans rights only. And vampires and all that good stuff. Check it out there. But yeah, I will go ahead and bring it back to Insha.
Hi. Every time I hear my name, it scares me. But hello, I'm Insha. I will be Insha tomorrow and Insha forever, which is either great or unfortunate. You can find me on Instagram at Instagram with double I's. You can look for more of my stuff on inshafitzpatrick.com. Please buy my book, The Girl Who Loves Monsters, which will be out July 28th. I'm trying to get better with talking about it. And I will be everywhere, nowhere, all at once. Sometimes I'll pop up in things, which is kind of nice, honestly. It's like, surprise. What stupid shit is she gonna do today? So but I will pass it on over to Garnet.
Hello, everyone. I am Garnet. I have been Uma Damasi. You right now, it is Pride. So I am currently over at Batty Bards doing participating in their Libations Ball for charity, which is fun. I am in the Friday night game. But you should really go watch all of them because the Saturday game was spectacular, and I'm very excited to also see the Sunday game. So yeah, go, come and watch that. Because they're a lot of fun, and it's for charity, and they're giving away a lot of really cool stuff too. So like, you can help with games, and you can win stuff, and you're helping a really good cause. That's what I'm doing this month, that I'm allowed to talk about. So I will pass it back to Tony.
Hey, it's Tony. I've been playing Aristotle U, Mockingbird, Antonella Ma, all of that. And you can find me at Wynar2 on Blue Sky and Instagram and itch.io. Hopefully posting art and stuff, or just reposting everyone else's TTRPG stuff. And I'll pass it on to Katrina.
Hello, everyone. I've been Katrina this whole session, and will continue to be in the next session. You can find me anywhere on the internet at Katrina. I am doing lots of things, and so if you look for Katrina on all social media, you will be able to keep up with what those things are. On to Eli.
Hey, everybody, I'm Eli, they, them pronouns, and I've been the other big shot here on Deadly Crescendo. When I'm not here, you can find me on Streaming Rainbow. In fact, one of the things you can see Insha on, go to our YouTube right after you watch this, because we're on playing pottery in Half of My Soul. Today, it's gone live. Also, we are currently raising money for Advocates for Trans Equality during our our Pride session. So this Friday, you can watch Inferno. If you give, you can give all kinds of chaos to my table of my players in hell, currently trying to traverse the River Styx. You can spend $2 and give a player in hell a gun. Good times. Please give chaos for a great cause. That's been me. This has been Find Out Productions. Come back next week for the thrilling conclusion of Bluegrass Sunrise. We'll see you guys next week. No, it's not my birthday. Just kidding. It is my birthday.
It's your birthday? Go support Eli right now.
Go
support
right now.
Eli.
Give money.
Happy birthday.
Give this. Okay, hey, this is my second birthday as Eli, so give this trans baby an absolute birthday present by donating to Advocates for Trans Equality. We love you guys very much. We'll see you next
If
week.
you don't, you're homophobic.
You're transphobic. Get out of here.